What's up guys, Frank Fulci back again with another weekly haul, unboxing, and collection update video. Before we jump into today's haul, make sure you guys click on that subscribe button. Also click on the bell icon for notifications of all future uploads. Welcome to the channel guys, back again. Now I think my last video was last week, so it's funny, in the beginning I'm always used to saying weekly haul and all that stuff, so if I don't say my little spiel word for word like I do every time, I fuck it up and I have to do like 7 takes. So I'm doing this consistently enough where I can say weekly haul, even if it's not every fucking week. But anyway, guys, have a few packages here. Figure, let me do a video now that I got a haircut. I'm looking pretty good. So, I mean, my hair still looks fucking crazy, but at least I'm nice and clean, and I got some stuff to show off. So yeah, I figure, why the hell not jump on here? This is Saturday afternoon I'm filming this, so maybe I'll put it up for a Sunday morning like I used to do. You know, I used to do the Sunday morning 10 o'clock every week, so maybe that's what I'll do for this video. But yeah, let's jump into it, guys. Just a few Amazon packages and actually a Severin package. So let's start with the Severin box. Let me cut off my digits with this trusty knife. Hopefully you guys are, oh dear God in heaven, doing well. See what we got here. There better not be these fucking white cheese doodles in here. Oh my God. Bro, why do you have to do this every time? I don't want a snack right now. There's 2 movies in here. You gotta come up with something better than white cheese doodles. Fuck. Alright. So, like I said, 2 movies in here. The only reason I even purchased these is because I got scared. I got an email from Severin a couple weeks ago saying that like certain things were going out of print, basically, or low on stock and not gonna come back, whatever, out of print, like I said. First up is an older release, and that's Patrick. This one is actually from, well, the film itself is from 1978, but this release in particular is from 2014. Now, a little tidbit about this. I started my Repulsive Reviews website with Rotten Roger in 2013, probably late 2013. I don't know the exact month, but one of the we used to just review movies that we owned, and the first movie we reviewed was Last Summer Party. I actually had to stream that, but Roger had it on DVD, and we just took off from there until I learned that, hey, you can actually like hit up a lot of these companies, prove to them that you're a reviewer, you have a website, you have a channel, whatever, and you can request titles. Most of the time, they're not going to send you shit, but sometimes you get lucky. Severin sent me Thirst, Patrick, and one other thing. And I got Thirst as the full Blu-ray release, one other film as the full Blu-ray, but Patrick came in like a little CD case, so they sent just a disc. And I've had that ever since. You know, I was able to watch the movie, review it, or I don't even know if I actually have reviewed it on the site. I must have, because at that time I wasn't getting movies after movie after movie for a review. Over the years, I was able to get a lot more movies, but I was getting too many for me to even fucking keep up with. But needless to say, I don't fucking write reviews anymore, so I can't really request shit. Nobody really wanted to send me shit towards the end anyway, so whatever. But yeah, so Patrick was one that I owned, and I own the real Blu-ray copy, but not the disc, not the case, not the art. So yeah, I wanted to get this. I think they had it for like $10, so I said, all right, let me finally officially get this before it's too late. So that's that, and then the last one I got was, I don't know, this must be a newer release of theirs. I didn't get it in any of my packages. I don't know if this was maybe something during the Black Friday sale that I didn't grab, because I grabbed only the Dario Argento pack, or set, or lot, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But this is Emisario del Terror, aka Mardi Gras Massacre. I didn't even realize they put this out, but in that same email about going out of stock, going out of print, whatever, they were like, oh, we have low stock back of this limited slipcover. So again, I didn't even know they put this out. This is a Video Nasty. I actually own Mardi Gras Massacre. I believe Code Red or Scorpion put this out a couple of years back, and that was the version I owned. And I watched it when I got it. I remember I originally watched this film. I like, when I was learning about video nasties and shit years ago, I like downloaded a bunch and I torrented a bunch of stuff because I was a fucking pirate. But I pirated a bunch of stuff and I was watching them that way. So terrible, shitty rips, all that stuff, I'm sure you can imagine. But then the Code Red Blu-ray came out, I revisited it, and now this Severin release. So I wonder if it's a new scan or anything. With only 5 films, New Orleans-based writer, producer, director Jack Weiss became one of the most enigmatic figures in 70s exploitation, and for his final Tresterpiece, Weiss delivered a filth-fueled, disco-drenched, and gore-soaked epic of butchered hookers, hard-boiled homicide cops, and a prissy psycho with an Aztec sacrifice fetish that remains a once-in-a-lifetime sleaze experience. Kurt Dawson, Ronald Tennant, and February 75 Playboy playmate Laura Misch stars in this shocking yet hysterical fever dream of regional filmmaking, with a soundtrack by Dennis Coffey and Mike Theodore, and still banned in the UK as one of the original DPP 39 video nasties, now featuring a 2K master compiled from the best surviving post-Katrina elements and a revealing new interview with Weiss himself. Now, this doesn't necessarily say it's a new transfer, it just says the best one that exists. I'm imagining it's the same one that came out on the Code Red or Scorpion or whoever put that out. I don't think it was Dark Force. But let me know in the comments below, because you guys always know better than me. So yeah, let me know if the scan is new. Either way, I will revisit this, but happy that I got it from Severin, because I support Severin, even though their releases are hit or miss for me usually. And happy that I got this slip. You know, again, it must have been a Black Friday thing that I just didn't even pay attention to, because I knew I was only going for the Argento. I checked my CLZ Movies app. That's what I use to like scan in all my movies by barcode to know what's in my collection already, because I can't keep track of everything. Actually, funny thing is, most of the time I remember every fucking movie I own, which is crazy because I have thousands of them. But just to double check, I checked the app. And I didn't have that one, not the Severin version anyway, so that's why I grabbed those two. Next up, guys. So, man, I fucking ate Chinese food for lunch, and that was already like an hour and a half ago, and I'm so full. Like, I don't know why I do this to myself, man. Anyway, guys, bunch of Amazon stuff here. Now, I know I'm waiting for Amazon pre-order of The Dentist and The Dentist 2 collection from Vestron, but I don't think that's what these are, so let's just jump in and see what the fuck we have. Oh shit, oh shit! This is a fucking gift, brother. Hey, Frank and Joy, in 2021 I finally saw this movie. Whoa, this guy sounds like me, man. You're not seeing shit till decades later. But that's from the good brother Andy, and he's talking about Poltergeist. Now, this is the original Poltergeist, and it's on 4K. This is fucking dope. Thank you for sending this, brother. This is a classic, and have to have it on fucking 4K. And I'm actually surprised that it came with the slip, because Amazon movies that have been out for a little bit, I think this release has been out for a while, you know, it's hit or miss whether you're gonna get the fucking slip or not, so that's pretty cool. Warning, this film contains sequences of flashing lights that may affect viewers who are susceptible to photosensitive epilepsy or other photosensitivities. Yeah, guys, if you don't know much about Poltergeist, there's not much I can say that can help you. Believe it or not, I've actually seen the film, because Frank Fulci never sees anything that he owns. But no, this is a fucking classic. I'm gonna get some hate for this, but I actually liked the remake too. I've seen bits and pieces of part 2 and 3, but never in their entirety. Of course, I own the Scream Factory versions. So one day I'll get to doing a little marathon. You know, I'll rewatch this now that I have the 4K, get to see it in better quality, of course, and then maybe watch 2 and 3. I don't know, man. I don't have patience anymore. I don't know if it's ADD or something you can form throughout the years, but I've definitely gotten worse with my attention span. Things just don't fucking do it for me anymore, man. Like, I've not enjoyed a lot of the movies that I've been watching recently. If you go on my Letterboxd, which the link is down below, you'll see the ratings I've been giving movies. I mean, there are some good ones. I actually literally just finished watching Bodies, Bodies, Bodies before reviewing this. Finally got around to watching that, and I think Andy might have sent that Blu-ray over to me too. I had it on the stack over here, so it was one that I showed off recently, but I grabbed it, watched it. She was actually pretty good overall. It's funny because like I'm still thinking about it, so that's the sign of a good movie, right? Like, I didn't know much about the movie. I knew it was like A24 horror comedy, right? But I don't even really, I mean, there's some giggles and chuckles you get out of it, but it's not like a straight up comedy. It's pretty fucking silly at points. It's kind of annoying at points. Like, I'm on the cusp of being an old man, but like still being part of this generation. So like, I get this fucking generation, but like at the same time, I don't like it. This is a modern day TikToker horror movie, which is fine for what it is. And that's what made some of it annoying. But at the same time, it's actually pretty fucking good, if that makes sense. So I thought the cast did great. I don't really like Pete Davidson, if that's even his fucking name. I don't know. I can't stand that motherfucker. But he did fine in this. But the rest of the cast is great. If you guys haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil too much. But there's a part that seems like it goes on forever. It's got to be between 5 and 10 minutes, which doesn't even sound like that long, but there's like a 10-minute scene between these friends, and they're like going off on each other, and they're just admitting all the shit that they hate about each other, and I'm like, man, this is fucking real life. Like, I feel like every group of friends, and the longer you've been group of friends for, the more this is true probably, is like every group of friends really kind of fucking hates things about each other, and they don't let it out until it's some crazy heightened situation like what happens in the movie, which again I won't spoil, but it's basically a murder mystery. It's actually done really well, like I said, and there's parts where it's annoying and silly, but overall it's fucking good. It's still on. I have it on my TV, so I was just seeing if like you could hear in the background the menu is playing, because I want to watch the making of that's on there as an extra, and I just left the TV on. But yeah, I want to see that featurette, but I thought it was pretty good. Actually, I liked it better than I thought I was gonna. Again, it's funny because as I was watching it, my thoughts of it were changing as I was watching it, and it was actually one of the more recent ones that I've watched that like I didn't feel the need to pick up my fucking phone every 10 minutes. So that's saying a lot, I guess. Again, in this day and age where like my attention span is shit. It did pretty good at fucking keeping my attention. So, I mean, it helps that for the first 25 minutes I was eating lunch, so couldn't be eating and on the phone and watching. So, anyway, guys, bodies. I don't know why I brought that up. Oh, because I was talking about what I've been watching and shit, and my attention span, whatever. Another Amazon package I just ripped open and throw the package on the floor. Oh, speaking of ones that I've seen recently, again, see, it doesn't have the slip. I'd imagine this came with a slip originally, but hey, Frank, enjoy. This movie looks intriguing. So, Andy, thank you for sending this, brother. I actually have seen this one. I watched this on streaming the other day. Of course, guys, this is The Menu. This is a newer one. Again, I'm sure this has a fucking slip, but whatever. This is one that I actually didn't know anything about. Like, I saw the trailers and the commercials and TV spots and all that shit, right? But I made sure to specifically not watch, like, other trailers on my own or anything. It was just whatever came on in front of me, I would take a look at. But I thought I was going to like it better than I actually did, which, again, is like the opposite of bodies, right? So Ralph Fiennes, Anya Taylor-Joy, Nicholas Hoult, plus there's other people in this. But I love Anya Taylor-Joy. I watch any movie she's in, basically. I watched fucking 5 seasons of Peaky Blinders just to get to her, and then when I got to her season, I was like, I'm fucking over this show. So, anyway, yeah, this one is something else. I will give it credit for it is different than most anything else you're gonna ever fucking watch, so that's huge in the thriller, horror, scary movie fucking category these days. I don't think I'm sophisticated enough to know what the fuck this movie was really about, honestly. Like, if you guys have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. It's not as straightforward as I would like, personally. I'm pretty fucking stupid when it comes to movies. I don't look for hidden meanings. My mind just doesn't think on that level. So whatever the hidden meaning here was, just right over my fucking head. So maybe you guys can explain it in the comments below. Let me know what was really going on here. Like, I understand the premise, but there had to be a deeper meaning, right? Like, what the fuck is the point of all this? Anyway, thank you for sending this, brother. Definitely worthy enough to be in a collection, that's for sure. That's why I put it on my wish list. But maybe I need to rewatch it. I don't know. Upon first watch, I think it's on HBO Max right now, so that's where I watched it. But another Amazon one. This is actually a little heavier. I don't know what this is. Oh, this one got... Yeah, I could have just pulled it out the side because when it was delivered the other day, there's a fucking hole in the side of the package. But, here's another fucking gift. Holy cow. So many fucking papers they throw in here. Hey, Frank, enjoy. I think this movie is phenomenal. I was 7 when it came out. My parents said I was too young to see it. Yeah, you definitely were at 7, but I think they were just being stubborn. Nah, you were definitely too young to see it, man. That's fucking awesome. The 4K of Pulp Fiction. Now, last week, I think Andy had sent me the 4K of... What other fucking Tarantino movie was it? Jesus Christ. Why am I drawing a blank right now? Reservoir Dogs. Wow, I'm fucking dumb. Anyway, guys, yeah, the 4K Steelbook, this is of Pulp Fiction. Again, last week I had said I didn't even realize that all these Quentin Tarantino 4Ks were coming out. So, of course, I threw this on my wish list, and fucking Andy is too good to me. This guy sent this shit right away. You know you don't have to send this shit to me constantly, man. It's fucking crazy that my hauls are basically just gifts at this point. But, thank you. I appreciate it. I will cherish this in my collection, and I can't wait to watch this. Pulp Fiction, just like Reservoir Dogs. I mean, it's been years since I've seen any Tarantino movie. I mean, besides the newer ones, right? Like Django Unchained and then Hateful Eight. You know, I saw them as they were coming out. But even Hateful Eight's a few years old at this point. So, you know, it's been years, definitely, for this and Reservoir Dogs. So I got to revisit those. My least favorite, I will say, is Jackie Brown. I've watched that movie a couple times and I'm just like, nah, doesn't do it for me. The rest, I fucking love. I do want to see Four Rooms. Like, I don't know if that DVD is hard to come by. I think I found some cheap on eBay that I have, like, on my watch list. But, haven't pulled the trigger. It's not on Blu-ray, but that's, from what I understand, it's an anthology. Has a segment from Quentin. It has a segment from Robert Rodriguez, who are, you know, frequent collaborators, or at least they used to be. And some, you know, 2 other segments that I don't really know about. But I would love to see that. That's one that I haven't seen after all these years. And, yeah. This is the last one now. This one is funny because this is a gift. I already know what it is, but I'll show you guys in a second. It actually went to my parents' house because I think it was a pre-order. So for whatever reason, Amazon doesn't like change their records when somebody changes their address. There's just whatever was on the pre-order, they send it, which I guess makes sense. But I went to my parents' house and I had no idea what the fuck it is. I'm like, all of my addresses have been changed for months. What could this be? And anyway, hey, Frank and Joy, I just love the idea of how one would go about selling a haunted house. So yeah, that note is referring to... Very happy to have this. Grady Hendrix's new film, I was going to say. Newest book, How to Sell a Haunted House. Of course, he's written the Final Girl Support Group, the, what is it, Vampire Book Club, whatever, Southern... Couldn't tell you the fucking full title of that. Of course, My Best Friend's Exorcism, which they made a movie about, which I thought was pretty good, but the book is better, of course. What, a Horror Store, which I did not finish. I was like on the cusp of like reading, and then I haven't read in fucking months, if not years now at this point. I did start the Argento autobiography the other day, but even that, I'm only like 50 pages in. But I have a fucking ton of books stacked up for when I do start reading again, but thank you for sending this. This will be added to the top of that pile. And, you know, Grady Hendrix, I've read most of his stuff at this point. There's a couple that I don't own. I said I didn't finish Horror Store, which is funny because it's the shortest one of them all. But there's a couple others that I don't even have in the library, but, you know, my personal library, of course. So, yeah, thank you for that, brother. And that's it, guys. So a bunch of gifts. If it wasn't for Andy, I'd have nothing to show except for that Severin. So very fucking excited about all this stuff. Thank you, my man. As always, you're fucking great. Again, you're great even if you didn't send me gifts. So don't take it the wrong way. But thanks for everybody for watching as usual. And this video actually came out a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. So we're at the 18-minute mark now. But that's because I like to ramble and rave and rant. So hopefully everyone is doing well, like I said before. Yeah, hit me in the comments below about anything you want to talk about. Amazon wishlist link down below. Social media links down below. Letterboxd, Goodreads, all that good shit, and then some. RepulsiveReviews.com is down there, but again, I haven't updated that shit in years. The last bunch that I posted were actually guest reviews from Scary Bear, aka Paul. So he's the only one that's like even contributing to that site anymore, which... fine by me, man. I've had that shit over. This would be the 10-year mark, and I'd be lucky if I've gotten fucking like 3,000 hits in 10 years on that site. Like, it's just fucking absurd. I work in web development. I know how to do SEO, search engine optimization, all that shit, and for whatever reason, like, I'm penalized daily. Like, there's something on my website. Horror content is like hard to fucking, you know, SEO for anyway, because a lot of shit gets blocked on ads and violations for violence and gore and all that shit, but like, something's wrong. Like, I don't know if it's a server issue or what, but literally I'm getting like 10 hits daily. A site that's been on the web for over 10 years should be getting hundreds of hits by accident, not 10 hits daily. Like, it's just fucking absurd. So I gave up on that site a long time ago. There's no point to, yeah, for the love of it, but like, there's no point to blood, sweat, and tears into something if no one's fucking like seeing it or partaking in it. Anyway, guys, more rants and raves from me, but yeah, all those links are down below. Like I said, hit me in the comments below about anything else you'd like to talk about. Doesn't have to be about horror or anything in particular. Just fucking say hi, really. I don't know what else is coming in besides Dentist and Dentist 2. I don't think I've actually purchased anything myself here, you know, movie related or horror related at all. So who knows when the next video will be, but I guess until next time, guys, peace out and be good.